Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Katie appears suspicious of Poppy, and Hope and Finn cross the line again. Last week, Lee stopped Bill, Luna and Poppy from using a store-bought DNA test, and claimed she performed one as a medical professional. Not suspicious at each, right? Lee revealed that Bill was the father, but also gave Katie a warning that her family is calculating and conniving, and has a pattern when it comes to rich men. Coming week, as Bill and Poppy make up for lost time, Kate tells them, "Well, look at you, a whole new family. This DNA test and surprising new family all feel too good to be true, and it seems Katie is buying what Poppy is trying to vend." Steffi tried to get Hope for the future shut down due to poor figures, and was stunned when Ridge decided to give the line another quarter, believing in it and that Hope and her platoon would be suitable to produce commodity amazing. Ridge also asked Brooke to step up as co-CEO of Forrester Designs. Coming week, Steffi asks Brooke if she doesn't find it strange that Hope is spending so important time with Finn. Hope and Finn have connected over Sheila's resurfacing and their parents' marriage, and Hope has made it clear that Steffi has no right to order Finn to stay down from his birth mama. After Steffi tried to shutter her line, Hope said it was war again between them. While Steffi reviled to Liam about Hope's unhealthy influence on Finn, Finn was giving Hope another bone of his medical dispatches to ease another headache, which led to a kiss. The truth about that kiss Bold and Beautiful's Finn and Hope just shared. At the same time, we see Aunt say that we were entirely wisecracked. Because unless we miss our mark, Monday's occasion will reveal that the shocking bus was, in fact, all in Hope's mind. After all, this would be the first time that Ms. Logan set up herself featuring about someone who was apparently off limits. Long before she and Thomas embarked on their ill-fated love, Hope imagined what it might be like to lock lips with her lead designer. The Finn/Hope kiss clearly didn't come out of nowhere. The day ahead, she got a bit of a away look on her face when he was holding her hand using pressure points to turn her on cure her migraine. It was a look Thomas/Hope shippers know all too well conditioned, and one that she should consider herself lucky Steffi didn't see. All of which leads us to wonder if this is simply another illustration of Hope's continuing sexual awakening or, if was suggested at when she began having unhappy, at the time, studies of Thomas, commodity further might be going on. Could the headaches which she's been passing be in suggestion of a medical condition? Observers will recall that it wasn't so long ago Thomas' headaches led to him obsessing over Hope to the point that he began macking on a mannequin we snappily dubbed Foxp. Might Hope soon find herself wandering down to the storehouse room to see if she can find a men's wear and tear mannequin with a rugged jaw and the stylish abs this side of an Abercrombie & Fitch model? Or is she actually developing passions for the croaker, with whom she's clicked in recent months, thanks in large part to the unconventional relationship between his psychotic birth mama and her pizza-making pater? Hope's a hot mess. Is lustful character transformation a good thing or a disaster? The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, spoilers reveal that suckers have seen some big changes in Hope Logan, Annika Noel, especially over the last time or so. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, suggested Hope's innocent act hadn't been real for quite some time, and it seems like she's right about that in some ways. Of course, Hope still has some positive rates and wants to see the stylish and utmost people, so there's a hint of the old Hope in there. That said, Hope has experienced a lecherous metamorphosis that frequently has social media buzzing. B&B suckers will recall that Hope visualized about Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, before surrendering to her solicitations and blowing up her marriage. Hope's relationship with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, fell piecemeal, but was Liam a big part of the problem? Indeed, putting Liam's terrible treatment of Hope and Steffi away, it's starting to feel like Liam didn't just get the job done in the bedroom. Liam putatively couldn't satisfy Hope like Thomas could, since she always talked about Thomas awakening a new part of her. Although Steffi drove Thomas out of Hope's life, now Hope is back to featuring, and this time, it's about Steffi's hubby. Hope can't get John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, off her mind, so it looks like that's driven her to daydream about him. The kissing scene in the June 7th occasion and the passionate clip featured in the week of June 10th to 14th exercise videotape clearly appear to be fantasies that Hope has pictured up. Still, she could ultimately make a bold move on Finn like she did in Italy when she planted a smooch on Thomas, if Hope follows the same pattern. Anyhow, Hope's burning solicitations have come a huge factor for her character. Between all the philandering Hope does and the more aggressive station she takes when she fights for what she wants, Hope surely has a different flavor these days. Steffi indeed went as far as assuming that Hope was trying to beget issues in her marriage on purpose. After Steffi suggested to Liam Spencer that Hope was a different person now, she argued that Hope had gone off the rails. The question is, are the changes that Hope's experienced a good thing, or have they turned her into a disaster? Some observers have principally washed their hands of Hope on social media since they don't consider themselves suckers of this interpretation of her. Still, other observers love seeing a more problematic and intriguing interpretation of Hope who brings some drama rather of just being a pushover. It all depends on your perspective and what kind of character you like on a cleaner. Nethermost line, Hope is a hot mess, and that's making B&B amusing, indeed, if her jest is hard to make sense of occasionally. Our prognostications allude that Hope's going to stir up indeed further trouble thanks to her Finn philandering, so stay tuned to see if bad news is brewing. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope's character updates will continue to make swells, so don't miss all the action. There's a good chance Hope will ultimately realize she's been daydreaming about having her lips each over Steffi Forrester's hubby. Hope will supposedly let her mind go to an indeed more scorching place latterly since there'll be a cabin association fantasy. Without Thomas Forrester in her bed, Hope has unmet requirements, and it seems she'll imagine letting Finn fulfill all of them. Finn doesn't appear to be feeling exactly the same spark as Hope at this point aboards the story. Although Finn admires Hope and thinks she's a great girl, he's still devoted to Steffi. That said, people do make miscalculations on, so Finn could grow near to Hope and surrender to temptation nearly down the line. For now, Steffi will come decreasingly upset about Hope trying to spend all kinds of time with Finn and impact his opinions, especially when it comes to embracing Sheila Sharp. Hope knows Sheila is a deal swell for Steffi, who may suspect that Hope wants to use Sheila to drive a wedge in her marriage. B&B spoilers say Steffi will state some of her reservations to Brooke Logan, who'll fiercely defend her daughter. Brooke may suppose Steffi is letting her once love triangle with Hope and Liam Spencer cloud her judgment. Maybe Brooke will argue that the same thing would no way be with Finn, but it might if Hope has anything to say about it. Of course, there'll be further Logan drama passing thanks to Katie Logan and her growing mistrust of Poppy Nozawa. Of course, Bill will be delighted since he adores Luna and would love nothing more than to be her dad. B&B's weekly preview video shows Bill offering an excited "let's do it now," so that could be about getting a DNA test or about giving Luna updates on Poppy's admission. It's possible that Bill won't even care about the actual paternity results. Since Bill's crazy about Poppy and Luna, he'd love to be a family with them and might be willing to roll with this no matter what. In that case, Bill might get on board with just telling Luna that he's her bio dad even without DNA evidence. Poppy has always acted like the truth could be far worse, so Bill is obviously the preferable option here. Naturally, it's also possible Poppy is lying, so there's the potential for her to manipulate or lie about the DNA results as well if they actually get a test. It's strange for Poppy to suddenly act like Bill's a bio dad candidate after all, so this could be a rewrite or perhaps just Poppy's solution to the paternity mystery pressure she's under.